Good evening and welcome to the channel, and hello Harry, you're wanting West Virginia to win. Well, welcome to Las Vegas once again this week. Hello Juan. North Carolina on pole position, Oregon in second, Iowa third, South Carolina fourth, Maine in fifth, West Virginia are in sixth, Harry, Massachusetts in seventh, Brian's home state, Vermont in eighth, Indiana in ninth, Tennessee making up the top 10. Let's go to the bottom then, and we can see Nevada are at the back. Hello Bowler, how are you mate? You're predicting a crash on lap 21. Ooh, it's not BMG, you know. Nevada at the back of the grid, and as we can see, the table header Maine are top, and hopefully they're going to try and win another race today. Let's see where they are. They're in fifth place. Incredible. Let's go trackside and get acquainted with the pace car.
Drivers, start your engine! Run!
Lovely little starter there. Shouting and screaming. And so it begins, the courtesy pace lap around the track. Las Vegas, Nevada. 60 laps of pure speed. Let's hope they keep it safe. We don't want too many cautions. As you know, this is my channel and we've often had a lot of cautions in races before. 17 is our record. We don't want to beat that today though, do we? Hello Brian, nice to see you mate. Massachusetts, 7th on the grid in qualifying. Glad they'll probably get to the front by the end of this race. Let's hope they win a race. It'd be lovely to see Oregon at the front, Mike Jones's state. Still MIA, not heard from Mike for a long time, and here we go boys and girls, this is where we begin.
Let's go racing, boys and girls.
And there you go, we are off. We are off. No, not my kids. That's I think that's Jimmy Johnson's kids who did that. So yeah, that's Jimmy Johnson's. They did the opening for a race once. Apparently, that's just a sound file that I've got in the system. So Iowa going straight into the lead on lap 2, flying around here in Vegas. Going 2 by 2 around turn 2. Maine going into the lead, leading the table. There's Massachusetts coming into second, 3 wide nearly there. Indiana, very, very bumpy at Las Vegas. We've been here once this week already with the vets, Piston Cup vets, and that was a good race. Let's hope these boys can continue the onslaught in Nevada, in Vegas. Nevada qualified at the back. They look like they're second from last now. Not good on their own turf. No, don't make me own sounds. No, not that clever. Not yet. give me a chance and I will. No, they're downloaded ones. I got them from YouTube, them sounds. So lap 22 guess. I'm gonna go, my son said lap 22, I'm gonna go lap 21. So yeah. Oh really? That's not good, Harry. Praying all the way. Lap 14. Ooh, Brian, clever. Nice, very nice. Indiana taking the lead on lap 5 here at Vegas. Indiana been in the lead for the most at the moment. Need to sort the table out there. As I think they're probably holding the most laps in the lead at the moment. But I'm sure that will change, and I think that's Louisiana there at the front. Very, very good from Louisiana today. And Indiana seem to be sprinting away with the lead at the moment. But that again could all change. They seem to have a nice little gap. No cautions as of yet. Let's touch wood and hope it doesn't happen. Nevada seem to be fighting their way back up the grid. They are in their own state today, so I'm sure they're going to want to please the local fans. Delaware now opting to have a go at Indiana. Lap 15, Harry says, lap 15. Number 8 now taking the lead. Delaware been very, very strong this season. Pennsylvania behind. Mississippi now coming up. Unusual for them to be at the front. Usually a back marker. Doing extremely well here to be at the front. Just in front of Arizona, who are now pulling in down the lower side of the track. Delaware still leading. Indiana have fallen way, way back. Again, that is the norm of the Las Vegas Speedway. Again, Delaware get the next lap, lap 11. And Brian said maybe lap 14 for the pits. That could happen. Lovely view this of all the cars streaming down the back straight there. Ohio, Iowa, Wyoming, Florida, Minnesota, Maryland, Delaware. None of the teams that were on the front row for the qualifying, so they've all fallen back, but I'm sure they will come back when they all decide to pit, because that's, as we know, the challenging part of the race. Getting the correct pit times could have all the difference at the end of this race. Delaware have taken complete control of this race now. Lap 14 begins. Will they come in on this lap? Will Delaware come in on this lap, or will others behind? There's Kansas, Texas as well. All seemingly staying in position. No one making any dangerous moves as of yet. Will we have pits on lap 14? No. No pits on lap 14 from any of the teams. Will it be lap 15? Will Harry get the box of nothing today? As Delaware pull up high, Texas coming in low, looking to potentially overtake Delaware on the lower part of the track. Will we have pits now? No one slowing down. No pits on lap 15 either. So the number 8 continues to lead this race. Texas hunting them down. But no movement at the front. Massachusetts now coming up from that 7th qualifying position. Could they potentially take the first pit stop on lap 16 maybe? No pits as of yet, guys. If you've just joined us, still waiting for the first round of pit stops. No cautions. Race running very smoothly at the moment. No rain, no streakers on the track, and no snow. So everything's going swimmingly well at the moment. And after last night, they're all actually going in the right direction. They're all turning left. A lot of confused people last night, seeing everyone go right. As we head towards lap 18. Massachusetts have a huge lead, a massive gap, 2-car gap between them and the number 26 car. Now look at who's behind. It's the number 49. 49 of that is Wisconsin, and Oregon behind, catching up with Massachusetts now, and still we continue to go into lap 19 without any pit stops at all. Massachusetts still leading, but Oregon, Mike Jones's country or county or state, now retaking the lead. Very, very strong Oregon this season, very strong first season of course, but looking like title contenders maybe, as it looks like we're having pits on lap 19. Whoa! That was a late delayed pit stop from Oregon. I think the last minute they decided, and we got a crash. We got a crash in pit lane. We have a crash in pit lane. Who was that? That will be New Hampshire. Did they come in for a late pit stop? Looks like they did. Oh, a little bit of a scrap there. They tried to get in, and another crash up the top, so we're definitely on a yellow. Crash into Wisconsin and get spun out. Unfortunately, that is not what you want to happen. So now we are going to be on a yellow, and obviously we're going to have a look at this other crash that happened with Louisiana by the looks of it. North Carolina, is that? Yes. North Carolina trying to get into the pits. Everyone not getting in position for pit row. Could be a lot of stop-go penalties now, guys. As Louisiana now come in, we are most certainly on a yellow. Delaware leading. But they are in the pits still. No one has come out of this race yet. There's Montana. Just coming out, trying to get out in front of Delaware. So, don't think Delaware are going to be in the lead. Not too sure, as a lot of the cars have already been in and are coming round. That could change things. Lap 20 was, would you say, when was the crash? Would you say lap 20 or lap 19? So I'm going to take a punt and say Oregon are probably in the lead. They're behind the pace car, which means I'm sure they must be in the lead. They've had their pit. Stream is good my end, Bowler. Stream is good my end. No issues this side. And even in OBS it says it's no drop frames, so must be you, or if anyone else is having any issues. So it looks like the 37 is in the lead, with Massachusetts in second, North Dakota for West Virginia in fourth. So that was a bit of a funny time. They all went in the pits, and some people obviously wanted to go in the pits, and they were in the wrong part of the track. So very, very bad driving from a lot of the teams. Let's have a look at the official standings. Now, this is interesting to see. Nevada started in the 42nd. They're now in 7th place after that pit stop and a little bit of an accident. Very, very well done, Nevada. They are in Las Vegas, of course, so They're wanting to do well. Wisconsin down in 42nd, 36 seconds behind the leader. So issues with their car, maybe a stop-go penalty. North Carolina, who were in that crash. Louisiana as well. So, yeah, a lot of cars at the back, but Nevada doing really well to be in 7th place. And Oregon, Massachusetts up the front. So yellows are in, lights are off. We will restart on lap 24. Let's hope they get away nice and clean. On lap 24. So far running for 17 minutes, so we got to about 15 minutes before we had a crash, which is good. Let's hope it stays like this now and we get some good racing. We've definitely got the strongest of the teams at the front now, so maybe we'll have an interesting race on our hands. So here we restart then as they come around turn 4 here in Nevada. Restarting on lap 24. Hello Logan Gloria. You didn't miss much, only a little crash before pit road on lap 20. Otherwise you've not missed much. Oregon about to restart and they do. We have a green. We are back in the race, boys and girls. Lap 24 begins. Oregon in front. Oregon losing that first place to Massachusetts. Massachusetts really pushing today. Want a win. They've been so close the last 2 races. But unfortunately, they are not in the top 10. Unfortunately, as you can see, Maine, Iowa and Oregon, top 3 teams. And they're here today fighting it out. Iowa not at the front of this race this time, though. So that could make a big difference to the table. West Virginia now leading. Harry will be very happy. Alabama in 2nd. South Dakota in 3rd. Delaware in 4th. They were leading Delaware, but they did fade after a little while. Now we've got pits. We've had pits and more fuel, more tyres. They should be a lot better and a lot more racy. Looks like we're getting a group of cars at the front here. Speeding away from that back group. Nevada falling back now. I think that was a lucky pit stop for them to get into 7th. They're now fading back into the darkness of the back of the grid. We have the usual suspects at the front, except for Iowa, who are not to be seen at the front today, which is... for the 3rd race of the season will be a first, because the first 2 races they've dominated. But as we know, Maine are top at the moment. And it looks like Oregon retaking the lead on lap 28. Massachusetts going low, maybe looking to sucker punch the Oregon team, pushing them up high. Maine very close to Massachusetts, Indiana, Oregon, and Maine nearly going 3 wide there. As Indiana pull up to stop that from happening. Could have been very dangerous. Massachusetts now in 3rd place. Maine hunting down Oregon. Next Gen Productions is sponsoring the white flag today, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the white flag is sponsored by Next Gen Productions. As Maine take the lead on lap 30 going into 31. Rhode Island behind Montana. We've got a 3 wide behind going into turn 1. This could be dangerous. Anyone makes a slip, we'll see cars tumble like dominoes. And I don't mean the pizza. Let's go on board with Maine. So Maine driving very, very nice indeed. Here they come past pit exit. Lovely driving again as Maine continue to hold on to this lead in lap 34. Been running for 23 minutes. We are over halfway to the checkered flag, and we still got a 3 wide going on behind. Well, sort of. As it's Rhode Island, Vermont and Oregon fighting it out. Oregon getting very, very close to the wall. Nearly could have been curtains for them. And game over. Maine really dominating now, making themselves a big gap. They're going to be coming up to back markers, which could change their focus on this race. So Arizona now in the into the second place. Montana there as well. They're keeping up. Looks like Nevada are falling back. Not right to the back though. They're still in the mix of things. Anything can happen and will happen. South Dakota there with no bonnet or hood, as they're called in America. We call them a bonnet. Don't ask me why, but we do. And as you can see, South Dakota are missing theirs. Maybe they painted it red and white and had a game of Where's Wally, maybe. Where's Hood? That would have been a good game. So we have, it is now, looks like we've got North Carolina in the lead. Considering they were involved in that crash in pit road with Louisiana, it looks like they're now at the front of this race. And you couldn't put money on that. Pennsylvania in second, Oklahoma in third place. So North Carolina now giving themselves a bit of a gap between them and second place Minnesota. So good thing about this race is we're seeing a lot of the back markers get to the front. It's one of them tracks where you use a lot of grip, a lot of tread and fuel at this track, so cars do pull up and save themselves. Iowa now coming up to the foray of this race, finally coming to the front of this race to give North Carolina a run for their money. Are they strong enough though? 20 to go, guys. 20 to go here at Vegas. And it looks like we are having some more pit stops. Going to be any crashes, boys? Nope, they all get in very, very nice indeed. As we have Wisconsin already in. And it looks like we have a new leader, which is Oklahoma. They have continued on. And they will obviously go into the pits after this. And there is Arkansas, who are in second place as Oklahoma come in now. Arkansas behind. And there's Wisconsin. So Wisconsin could technically go in the lead, but they're going to have to get past a lot of these guys. Will they take the lead? Not likely at the moment. As you can see, the table hasn't updated yet, so as much as you are unaware of who is leading this race at the moment, I'm going to take a punt. It's Iowa or North Carolina. We shall see when they've been over that line a few times. I really am talking way too much tonight, guys, so if I, talk rubbish, just tell me to shut up. I will happily shut up. Rabbling on a bit today. I do apologise. So will North Carolina retake the lead, or will it be Iowa? Because Iowa are coming up very, very close now, going in low towards the infield. And there you go, North Carolina retake the lead. Iowa in second place. Now we have a 2-car race to the finish. Will there be another round of pit stops? That is the question. One predicts a crash on lap 50. As Iowa go into the lead. Is that the first time they've been in the lead this race? Well done, Iowa. Finally showing their faces at the front of this race here in Vegas. And Juan wants North Carolina to win. So interesting. We've got a lot of guys watching from all over America. And as you know, Brian's from Massachusetts. Mike Jones is from Oregon. Not sure a few of the other guys. I've got a few Canadian subscribers as well. And I'm sort of happy for any of them to win, really. I just like America anyway. So as a whole, it doesn't really bother me. I'm quite happy for any of these teams to win. At the moment, though, Iowa looking the strongest. North Carolina are on their tail, holding on to the slipstream as much as possible. Thank you, Brian. It's very nice of you. Thank you. Stream seems to be a bit more faster today, not behind as it has been before. I've changed a few settings, so hopefully that's sort of done the trick, you know. Look at that, North Carolina going down low. Thank you, Brian. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Do appreciate that. I always screenshots nice things, comments like that. I love it. Thank you. And hello, Matthias. He's here. Matthias is in the house, guys. He is here. And he's here to stay. Who are you supporting tonight, Matthias? Who are you supporting? Iowa are in first now. North Carolina going high. 47 laps going into 48. The race coming to an end very, very soon. 30 minutes we've been running for. And Iowa are on the tail of Tennessee. They look like they're a lapped team, and they will definitely be lapped now as Iowa go low, looking for that space to possibly make a move and get out of the way of Utah, who are coming up very, very close behind. Montana as well, holding on to that slipstream. So Iowa now overtaking the back marker of Tennessee. I should be the new commentator for sports. Oh my god, what sports? Bowls? That'd be quite interesting. Or darts. Or maybe cribbage. Or chess. I know. What about drafts? So we got 9 to go here at Las Vegas, and Utah are putting a spanner in the works when it comes to Iowa. Iowa now looking to push Utah out of this race. Will they use dirty Kyle Busch tactics, or will they play nice and easy and be a Jimmy Johnson and do the right thing? Who knows, as the 44 now takes the lead, and looks like Montana are in second place. Montana, lovely yellow and red blue car, as they all go in a line looking for slipstreams anywhere they can. Iowa falling way back. North Carolina not even involved at the front anymore. But they will come back. There's a long way to go. 7 laps. Lots can happen between now and then as Montana pushes Utah out the way. It's now Montana's time to defend that position. And talking about North Carolina, they've got back into the top 3. Iowa, though, keeping them up high. So Iowa retaking the lead, saving themselves for this last 5-lap push to the checkered flag, having to overtake Tennessee again, which they've already done once. Looks like they're going to have to redo it as they come up to No Bonnet, South Dakota, or No Hood, South Dakota, showing off their engine. Utah are not giving up easy though. They're not going to back down from Iowa. They're not scared of them at all. And they are really trying to push for a win here. Would be good for Utah and would be good for North Carolina and Iowa, to be honest. There is the table, of course, and it's only been Oklahoma and Maine that have won races here, with Oregon and I can't remember who the other team had a pole. I think it was Massachusetts actually who had pole, but they're not in the top 10. Okay, Harry, okay, no worries, mate. Don't worry about it. It'll be cool. It'll be fine. It'll be all good. Things never turn out as bad as you think they're going to. As North Carolina and Iowa are now going to go toe-to-toe for the win here, as it looks like the other teams have all backed off due to back markers slowing them down. Now we have a race on our hands between North Carolina and Iowa. Like, share and subscribe, just Liam, Brian says. Listen to the man, listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. Iowa are being pushed along by Tennessee. North Carolina pulling up there. Not sure if there's an issue as we go into lap 59 on our way to the white flag. Could Iowa win their first race of the season? They've been strong all season looking for a win. Will it finally come in Nevada? Or will Utah... Oh, Utah and Iowa getting very close. Fighting it out for first place. Montana now coming in. North Carolina showing their face at the front. The white flag is out. The white flag is out. Oh, we got a crash. We got a crash. The yellow is out. And it's Utah who win the race here at Nevada. We had a last lap crash, guys. Wow. We should really see Utah win the race. I suppose I do apologise for that. Wow. Yellow flag. There's the checkered. and it's game over for some of the drivers. Iowa, of course. Let's have a look. So we got Montana, Iowa, North Carolina fighting it out for first place, and this happens. Oh, gutted. Iowa are going to be so gutted. They so wanted their first win. Oh, look what's going on behind Iowa. Oh, that's not going to be pretty. That is not going to be pretty. Look at this. They were so fighting to win this race. Look, Montana just slipped. Oh, North Carolina took the bottom corner. Wow. Oh, and look at this. Look. Oh, that was so lucky. What happened behind? What happened behind? Something went on behind. Did you see that? Another crash. Or was that just the smoke? Is that just the smoke? Yeah, that's just the smoke. Okay, cool. Unlucky Iowa. So, Utah win their first race of the season. North Carolina come in second place. How they did that, I'll never know. West Virginia third. Maine fourth. Rhode Island fifth. Nevada, well done, sixth place. Started last. Georgia seventh. Montana in eighth after that little crash. Oklahoma in ninth. Arkansas in 10th place. And Michigan out with a header issue. Let's go to the official results. What a finish that was. What a finish, Bowler. Very, very nice. Turn that yellow flag off. So there you have it then. What a race that was. Maine still hold top place. Utah down in 13th, getting their first win. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, guys. But Maine keeping hold of that first place position. And it was Massachusetts who got the other pole. And who is at the bottom? Unfortunately, it's Michigan holding everyone up. Unfortunately, they are very, very, very far behind now. Results from that race. Who led for the most laps? That's what we want to know. And it was Iowa. Iowa led for the most laps. They get the extra points. I know. Yeah, Little Rhodey doing very, very well. Delaware got 11 laps. Maine 8. North Carolina 6th. Indiana and Oregon both 5. Utah, Massachusetts both 3. Virginia, Oklahoma 2, and Montana, Vermont 1. Utah only leading for 3 laps, and one of them laps would be the last lap, of course. 2 caution flags over 4 laps, and 23 lead changes between 12 drivers. Incredible. And look at Rhode Island doing very, very well. Look how close it is at the top. Look at this. It is very, very close. A lot could happen. Got a long way to go. 13 races left, and then of course next week we are at Phoenix ISM Raceway in Phoenix, Arizona. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for coming to watch the States Championship. It's been a very interesting one tonight. That last lap sprint was pretty epic. They all wanted to win that one for sure. You can see there's a lot of rivalry between the states. Hopefully you can all make it tomorrow for the 70s Piston Cup, North Wilkesboro, 9 PM UK time. That should be an interesting one as well. And let's hope one of you guys can go on and win, as Harry did last week. He's still savouring that, and he will never forget that day, I'm sure. Thanks, guys, for being here. Have a lovely afternoon and a lovely evening wherever you are in the world. And don't forget to keep safe. That's the main thing at the moment. Cheers, guys, and take lots of care.